So, let's talk about the one debate that feels like it's been going on forever. Ronaldo versus Messi. Seriously, it's a conversation that's dominated football for almost 20 years now, and honestly, it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon.
And this quote it absolutely nails the beautiful absurdity of the whole thing. We could literally be setting up a colony on Mars. And the first argument we'd have with the locals would still be about Messi's 2011 run versus Ronaldo's in 2014. It's the one constant in the universe.
So that's the real question, isn't it? Why? Why, after all this time, with both of them knocking on 40's door, are they still the center of the football universe? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. They just completely refuse to act their age. And that's really what we're going to get into here. Think about it. Most players are commentators or managers by their mid-30s. But Messi and Ronaldo? Nope. They're still out there breaking records, winning trophies, and just completely rewriting what we thought was possible for longevity in sports.
Okay, let's start with Cristiano. After that tough exit from the 2022 World Cup, pretty much everyone agreed that was it. The end of an era. The story was written. He was finished at the top level. But he clearly didn't read the script. He came roaring back, scoring 8 goals to lead Portugal to another Nations League trophy. And get this, at almost 40 years old, he outscored guys who were supposed to be at the absolute peak of their powers, like Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. That's not just hanging on, that's straight up domination.
And on the club side of things, he wasn't there for a vacation. He became the Saudi League's top scorer and dragged Al Nassr to their first ever Arab Club Champions Cup, scoring 2 goals in the final. His move wasn't just a big paycheck, it kickstarted what people are calling a revolution in Asian football.
At the exact same time, halfway across the world, Lionel Messi was pulling off his own hostile takeover of an entire league. He lands in the United States and from day one started to bend the whole competition to his will.
I mean, just look at this timeline. It tells you everything you need to know about the Messi effect. Before he showed up, Inter Miami was dead last. A month later, he'd already scored 9 goals in 6 games and won them the League's Cup, the club's very first trophy. Then a year later, the Supporters' Shield. It was just an instant, unbelievable transformation. And if you need any more proof of his dominance, just look at this. In one game, a single game, he set a new league record with 6 goal contributions, 5 assists, and a goal. He wasn't just playing, he was breaking the game. Now, when you see these guys pulling off these superhuman feats year after year, it leads to this really tired and frankly disrespectful argument. You've heard it a million times. Messi is just pure natural talent, and Ronaldo is pure hard work. Let's tear that whole myth apart right now. The reality is, it's not one or the other. It's never been one or the other. You don't become Messi or Ronaldo without both. You need that once-in-a-generation talent, and you need an absolutely insane work ethic. To say it's one without the other completely misses the point of what it takes to stay on top for 20 years. Here's the thing people forget. Ronaldo was already seen as a generational talent at Sporting, way before he became the physical machine we know today. And as for Messi, talent without that relentless drive looks a lot like Eden Hazard, a brilliant player for sure, but his peak was short. You don't win 8 Ballons d'Or and dominate into your late 30s on talent alone. It takes an unbelievable amount of work. So beyond the talent and the hard work, there's a third ingredient, and it might be the most important one: their genius-level ability to adapt. As their bodies changed over the years, their games changed right along with them. It's how they've stayed so ridiculously effective.
Just look at Ronaldo's evolution. He showed up at Manchester United as this flashy winger, all stepovers and tricks. Then at Real Madrid, he became this complete forward, an athletic monster who could score from literally anywhere. And now, in his late career, he's masterfully stripped his game down to its essence, becoming the single most lethal penalty box finisher the game has ever seen.
Messi's evolution has been just as incredible, maybe even more subtle. He started as this explosive winger who just couldn't be tackled. Then, under Pep Guardiola, he basically invented the false 9 position, dropping deep and scoring that insane 91 goals in a single year. And now, he's a master playmaker. He conserves his energy, drops deep, and conducts the whole attack like a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So, all of this, the insane longevity, the constant adaptation, the sheer dominance, it all builds towards their legacy. And you have to wonder, when they finally do decide to hang up their boots, they're not just going to leave a gap, they're going to leave a massive void.
I mean, really think about it. Before these two came along, if a striker scored 20 goals in a season, it was amazing. These guys made 40-goal seasons look normal, almost like a slow year. They completely broke our brains when it comes to what a great player is supposed to do.
You know, it kind of makes you think of that quote from Andy Bernard in The Office. We have been so lucky to be living in the good old days of football for 2 decades, watching these two titans push each other and the entire sport to a level we've just never seen before. And that right there is why this debate is never going to end. It's not about finding the right answer. The debate is the point. It's our way of recognizing their shared greatness and this incredible era that they built together. So as we watch these last incredible chapters of their careers, we're left with this one kind of scary question. They've set the bar at an impossible height. So when they finally do leave the stage, who is going to fill that void? I mean, can anyone?